Okay, so in this lesson, it's pretty much a continuation of the previous one, where we're solving problems involving more than one right triangle. So this one here, kind of a kind of a word problem, but yeah, we should be able to solve this. All right, so I'm just going to read this out. So a surveyor stands at a window on the ninth floor of an office tower. He uses a clinometer. So clinometer is basically a device that allows you to measure the angle that you're looking at, to measure the angles of elevation and depression of the top and the base of a taller building. The surveyor sketches this plan of his measurements to determine the height of the taller building to the nearest tenth of a meter. Okay, so basically what the question's asking, or the problem is, if we want to find the height of this taller building, so from here to here, this is the height that we're trying to find. The person standing right here in this building, and he measures the angles. All right. So, so basically we want to find this distance as our final answer. So there's a couple things that are happening. He's on the ninth floor, all right, which is 39 meters above the ground. Right? So if this is 39 meters, line of sight is straight across. We can assume that this distance here is also 30 meters. Okay, so if we can find this length here, x, from here to here, if you add that to 39, that should give us the total height. Right? Okay, so in this triangle, that's basically what we're trying to find. However, we can also see that in this upper triangle, there's only one piece of information that's given, which is the 39 degrees. All right, so I'm just going to redraw perhaps this. What's going on here? So we have two triangles. We see that this is 42 degrees. This is 31 degrees. And we know that this has a length of 39 meters. All right, so eventually what I want to do is I want to find out what this length here is. Right, from here to here. And if I add x to 39, that should give us the answer, or the height of the taller building. All right, so so just like in the previous lesson, what we want to do first is we want to find the shared side, which in this diagram is right here. So if I was to maybe just isolate the lower triangle, what we have, and this again is 90 degrees, just kind of redraw this up. And this is 39 meters, 42 degrees, and I'll call this y. We want to find out the shared side. All right, so this is y. All right, so to do this, we need to label our sides. Okay, so this is my hypotenuse. It's across from the right angle. This is the 42 degrees is what I'm working with here. So this is my opposite side, my adjacent side. All right, so from SOHCAHTOA, what I want to use is the ratio involving the opposite and adjacent. Right? The hypotenuse here you can see is blank. So I'm actually going to use the tangent ratio. I'm going to set up the equation. So tangent of 42 degrees equals opposite, which is 39, over adjacent, which is 1. All right, so there's our equation. I'm going to set up this cross multiplication. So as a result, we get y times tangent of 42 degrees equals 1 times 39. Next up, to solve for y, I'm going to divide both sides by tangent 42 degrees. These cancel on the left side. And as a result, we get y equals, so let's punch that in, 39 divided by tangent of 42 equals. All right, so we have 43.3. So 43 point, don't read that wrong. Nope, 43.3 meters. Okay, so as it turns out, let's scroll this up here. The shared side here is 43.3 meters. That again is this shared side right here. Okay, so now we should be able to work with the upper triangle. So I'm going to redraw that one here. We know that this angle here is 31 degrees, and we found that the shared side here is 43.3 meters. And I want to find out what x is. All right, so let's label our sides. This is the hypotenuse across from the right angle, opposite, adjacent. All right, so the hypotenuse again is blank, so we can just kind of ignore that. So if I want to pick the right ratio, it's the one again with opposite and adjacent is tangent. The tangent of 31 degrees is equal to opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 43.3. All right, so to solve for x here, what I'm going to do is multiply both sides by 43.3. So these cancel. As a result, we get x equals, all right, so 43.3 times tangent of 31. That's going to equal 26.0. Yeah, so we'll call it 26.0 meters. All right, so that is the length from here and up. So to actually answer the question, the height of the taller tower taller building, that's going to equal 39 meters plus x, which was 26 meters. So that is 65 meters total. Okay, so don't forget to answer the actual question. So again, the question was, what's the height of this taller building? So we had to do some calculations to figure out what x is, and then once you got x, we had to add it to 39 meters to get the total height of the building, which is 65 meters.